Hey everyone, welcome back to more Warhammer 40,000 Sanctus Reach. I'm DisturbingPuppet. We will be continuing the Imperial Guard / Astra Militarum / the Red Wall campaign today. We did a fairly good job, I think, in the last one, where we had 3 knights, just kind of grinding our way through all of the orcs, grabbing all the objectives. It's kind of fun to actually have 3 different knights. They actually had 3 different setups, which were different from the ones we had during the regular Space Marine campaign, so that was kind of cool. Some different weapons, like a Gatling cannon with one of them, like a big battle cannon with another. Today we just have some skirmishes available, so let's see what we have. So we can actually get a little bit more info than we could do in the regular game. So small map size, large force, attrition, both sides hold equal defensive positions, take enemy victory points while defending your own. We've got a small map and a very small force. Both sides hold defensive positions, capture neutral victory points to gain the advantage. And a huge mission or map size with very large forces. Assault, enemy holds multiple defensive positions. I think just because of my scheduling and stuff today, I'm just going to do these very small force size. It kind of forces you to be a bit more careful with your units as well with these very small ones. We have to do all of them anyway before we can do the next story mission, so it's not like a big deal. We just have to do them all eventually, so let's just get this out of the way. Sometimes the smaller ones are actually kind of fun because you do have to be really careful about your movement, placement. With more units, you can kind of be a little bit more forgiving about things. You've got more guys that can maybe cover for others. But with the smaller forces, I've got to be a bit more careful in selection and movement. I've tended to go for the elite forces in this, mainly because just regular Imperial Guard troops are the definition of cannon fodder. All right, Astra Militarum hold positions in the west, orcs hold positions in the east. A clash over key central locations is inevitable. The objective for both sides is to control the most victory points when the turn limit runs out. We can also wipe out all the orcs and win that way. So 1,200 points, that is pretty small. We do have our Valkyrie available. We've used it a bit before. It does take a lot of points, though. I do have an upgrade here with the frag ammo hitting everyone on the tile, but I'm not sure this actually works. I don't think ammo upgrades work on laser weapons, so like the multi-laser I don't think is going to work. And it didn't seem like it matters for the Hellstrike missile either. So we do have some Tempestus Scions we've leveled up. These guys with the hotshot volley guns are actually really good. They've got decent armor and health and can do a lot of good damage. They're way better than your regular Imperial Guard infantry. I do have the fan running today, so I'm hoping that the sound is fine. Sometimes it kind of interferes with things, so let me know if anything strange is going on with that. Alright. We've got Tempestus Scions with melta-guns. I'm not sure I've seen them before. Also got frag grenades. Got some chimeras we could use. I don't know if I've seen this guy before. Tempestus Prime, Salem Whitlock. Forward for the Emperor! So selected unit will take no morale damage for 3 turns. Doubles unit movement. Armor piercing, that's pretty good. He's got frag ammo, so that's helpful. Let's see. Whitlock fires upon is marked in a successive shot. Against will have increased accuracy, so sort of like marking targets. Suppressing fire. Every unit next to Whitlock takes a free lower accuracy shot at a designated target, regardless how many actions they have left. That's kind of interesting. He does have really short range with the bolt pistol, though. So that kind of limits that a bit. We do have tons of cheap troops, so we could take a bunch of cheap stuff. I think we'll take our chimeras. We actually have armor-penetrating rounds here, but I think that only affects the heavy bolter, shouldn't affect the las weapons. Let's see, what do we want to take? We could just take some guardsmen. I want at least 1 sentinel to do some scouting. You're leveled up, you've got an auger array, let's take you. What is this? Momentum. Unit gains morale for every kill. Okay, that's decent. Let's take both the Tempestus Scions. I think that's not going to leave us a whole lot of other points left, so we could just throw them in the Chimeras potentially if we want to, but they're tough enough that they can kind of wander around on their own. 80 points doesn't leave me a lot to play with. So let's just take... I guess we can take these guys. They've got a cover bonus if we can get them into cover. So 20 extra points. We're not taking a lot of like fast stuff. Going for kind of elite infantry, some chimeras, a sentinel. It's a pretty small force overall. The regular infantry we'll definitely want to have in the chimera. The Tempestus Scions we could have outside of it, depending. Alright. This is pretty much the entire force I have here. Everybody hanging out together. So let's see, where are our objectives? So we just have one, it looks like, unless I'm parked on one here. Yeah, it looks like just the one. So we have a neutral objective there, and then the orc objective's up in the upper right-hand corner, so we can try to rush in on that one. It's pretty close. It's neutral, so the orc shouldn't be on top of it, but it isn't a huge map. We might be in range of some orcs fairly quickly. Alright, regular infantry, you definitely need to be inside the Chimera, because you will just die if anything even looks at you funny. Let's put... We want to scout things out, so let's have you here for now. Probably the orcs are going to be centered up here. I'm not sure if they're just going to come down or if they're going to beeline for this objective. So what I'm going to do is just sort of set up a little bit further back here with these guys. And we'll have the Chimera and the two Tempestus Scions try to deal with anything heading this direction. These guys will rush in and grab this. And then we'll kind of see from there where we want to push in on them. So you guys, that's rough ground. That's cover. Okay, let's put you behind some cover. Let's put you behind the Chimera. And that's my entire force. Super, super tiny. So hopefully the orcs won't have a lot. They've got cheap units too, but they're pretty comparable in value to the Imperial Guard. Sounded like potentially a buggy and a death copter somewhere. Alright, Sentinel. We found him. We've got shots at him as well. What are the chances? 75 is not bad. If I can hit him, I'll do good damage. Or at least I should. And he is a pretty good target because he does have heavy weapons. Let's go for that. Be nice if we can take him out, but I'm not sure we're going to. And we totally whiffed the second shot. Wonderful. Alright. Chimera. Okay, we have Flashkits. That's bad. We've got Warbikers. That's bad. They're a little bit out of range. Let's see if I can take them out with my Heavy Bolter here. Okay, with my multi-laser I could do some damage here. The Bikers are probably actually a bit more dangerous. I don't have a great chance to hit here. They don't have a ton of health, so that gets them down to about half. I was hoping we'd drop at least one of them. We almost got him. We might push up then. Although these guys are sort of blocking our shots at him. I don't get reaction shots with the Sentinel, so I might want to just park and cover. So basically, most of the units have reaction shots. It's kind of an Overwatch. If anything moves into their radius, they'll shoot once on the enemy turn, but Sentinels don't actually get that. I guess because they're toting around a giant las cannon, but it depends. Some of the heavy units for the Marines didn't, but things like heavy bolters did. We can get it pretty close. We could park behind some cover. I'm not sure that's going to interfere with my shots, though. So if I hit these guys... Yeah, so if it shows the shield here, it means if I have a 50% chance to hit, but if I miss, I'm probably going to hit the Flashkits in front, and I'm totally fine with that. Let's try to drop this guy. There we go. Killed the Bikers, did a little bit of damage to the Flashkits. Let's keep hitting them. And you can just stay there and cover. What's your guys' range? Range of 6. That's not fantastic. Yeah, even from here I'd be out of range, so I might as well just park and cover. So we'll just kind of stay hanging out here in the back. That's cover there. So if anything else wants to come down, we'll at least get vision of it and maybe get some shots if they get close enough. Maybe. The Imperial Guardsmen in here, I'm just going to leave in there for now. That's fine. If they're out, these flash kits will just shred them instantly in one turn. And you can see my Chimeras aren't really that tough, even against the fire of, like, flash kits. Or regular orc guns at all. Okay, I'm hoping we took out most of his fast stuff. He's probably leaving some stuff back to guard the objective. This is just the forces he split off to go take out and grab this objective. How are you doing? We're down about a third of our health. But we do have a heavy bolter. We've got a couple shots. Probably want to focus on the flash kits. They're a bit more dangerous. Let's hit them with the heavy bolter first. I'm just going to stay on the objective. Yeah, even though they're hitting me right in the front armor, we're still taking a lot of damage. We're really susceptible to close combat attacks in the flanks and the rear, so if he's got things like Storm Boys, we could be in trouble. And flash kits are pretty tough. He's taking a lot of fire. Alright, I can get you in range. We've got some cover. Let's do that. Let's just see what you guys can do. What's our chance to hit? They've got cover. So 45% or 15%. Let's go for the 45. We shoot a lot. So even 45%, we're going to hit some of that. Yeah, these guys are really powerful. They've got, like, at least in 2nd edition, which is kind of what I'm familiar with, they had hotshot laser power packs, which just increased the strength of their las fire. I'm not sure if these guys, it does say, like, volley guns, so I'm not sure if it's something a little different, or if it's just an improved las rifle that has increased strength and also has increased firepower. Actually took out their cover. I'm kind of surprised at that. Alright, the Chimera can definitely finish them off. I hope, anyway. We're not seeing anything else. Let's hit them with the bolter. Nice. Dang, it didn't drop. I thought we'd kill him off there. I don't think I can get in a range. Even here... maybe. I might be in range from here. Let's see. Yeah, just barely. Give it a try. 5% chance to hit. There's some cover, and the wreck here acts as cover as well. But yeah, once the cover's down, the rest of the shots took them out. Okay, we're a bit exposed if anything comes at us, so let's keep an eye that direction. And you guys, let's do the same. Let's even have you kind of look that way-ish. Well, let's keep you front. I don't want to potentially get flanked if I can avoid it. And we still have the Sentinel, so we can still do some scouting. I'm going to hold off on the Auger Array. I just kind of want to see if I can get in position to spot anything. And then we'll just duck behind some cover. So next turn we'll move up, we'll Auger Array, see what we can see. And then we'll go from there, deciding what we want to do. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Alright, let's send in the scout. That's just rough ground, that's rough ground, that's cover. Let's come over behind the cover. The Auger Array has a pretty good range, so let's set it off. Alright, we just have some knob combo scorches, boy shooters, a knob hanging out in the back, and some regular boy shooters, so that's not too bad. Got shots as well. Alright, I think this is doable. Might even load these guys up just to bring them up a little faster. These guys, the bikes don't actually act as cover, so there's really no cover out here I could grab in range. I can't quite make it here to get behind that. I head as far as I can. We are a bit banged up. I could go ahead and deploy my infantry next to me if I want to. The knob is potentially a bit more dangerous if he comes at us in close combat. 65 is not bad. Let's see if I can take him out. Nice. Nice job. Alright, let's go for the combo scorches. They're knobs, so they can take a pretty massive beating. So do I want to deploy my infantry? I can deploy them into cover. They'll get shots off, but if anything shoots at them, they're pretty much going to die. Just being lasgun, guys. Let's throw you in. I can't deploy them this turn because we put them in the Chimera. But we can move up just to add some firepower over here. Let's keep hitting these guys in the front. Yeah, 100% chance to hit. Nice. I like the mobility of having the Chimeras. If I can have enough Chimeras for all my infantry, it's a lot of fun. Okay, you can't get in that close, but that is cover. Don't think we're in range. Oh, we are. Okay. Sure, give it a shot. Wow. Okay. That was pretty effective. Now, if we've got a good chance to hit, the las rifles don't actually have damage fall off like the bolters and stuff do. So yeah, if we have 75% chance to hit, it really doesn't matter too much the range, whereas a lot of the other Marine stuff, when you're playing through the Marine campaign, everything has damage fall off. So if you're at range with some bolters, you're just not going to do much of anything. But yeah, the las guns, no damage drop off, which is pretty cool. And you've actually got shots at these guys. Not great, but we can maybe snipe off one or two. Like they have no idea what's happening, and just suddenly Bob explodes next to them. Bob the Orc. That's right, it's Bob the Orc. Okay, we can stay there and cover. Deploying my infantry really doesn't matter at this point. They've got cover. I probably don't have a shot, so we'll just keep them here. I'm a little concerned about Orc reinforcements popping up, because it feels like this is going a little bit too well. These poor orcs have no idea what's about to hit them. I think they're the only ones left. Who wants to get the killing blow? You guys don't have any upgrades yet. I think my other squad does. And then you're a level 1 Chimera, you're level 2, so we could go with the Chimera just to get the upgrade for the Chimera, potentially. It'll give us some experience. No guarantee of an upgrade. We did kill somebody else with him already. Let's give him a try, see if he can take him out.
Suppressing.
Give him the opportunity. Yep, leveled up. Sweet! But unfortunately, because it happened at the end of the battle, we didn't get to do anything about it. I'm assuming when we get to pick them for next for a mission, we'll actually be able to upgrade them, like at the very start of the mission. So this is swapped. I don't know why they still haven't fixed this. I guess they're probably just updating the game anymore. But this was me, so we lost nobody. We wiped out 8 orc units, so kind of a quick and dirty little battle. So a couple more skirmishes to go. With a large force or with a very large force. But I am actually going to cut it there. We're just going to do kind of a quick mission today, basically just because the shorter, I kind of record these for streams and then put them up on YouTube, and just shorter stuff tends to do better. But that'll be it for now. If it's possible, I'm going to do some other recording of some stuff later. I'm not sure if I'll get back. It's potentially possible. I might come back a little bit later today and do one of these, but that's going to be it for now. Thanks so much for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you another time. If you're interested in checking out older streams, all that stuff's up on my YouTube channel. There's also stuff that I record only and then just put up there as well. That's also Disturbing Puppet. Thanks very much for coming by. Hopefully I will see you all another time. Have a good one.